back to Metal's whorehouse vault where the blood never dries and the screams are just getting started. Today, we have two icons of horror facing off head-to-head in a blood battle for the ages. One will be crowned, the other meat scraps for the vault. We'll be doing a savage breakdown of brutality through 3 rounds, each round representing something a little bit different. Round 1, we will judge them on kill power and score them on gore, body count, and creativity. Round 2 will be scored based on survivability, how much damage they've taken, and also their regeneration. Round 3 is all about that fear factor, psychological and visual fear. Each round scoring out of 10. Now, let's meet our contestants. In corner number 1, standing at a towering 6'5" and weighing in at 275 pounds, donning a retro old school hockey mask and tattered woodsman clothes, he loves his mama and hates horny camp counselors. The one, the only, Jason Voorhees. In corner number 2, weighing in at 250 pounds with a height of 6'7", donning an emotionless white mask and jumper, is every babysitter's worst nightmare, Michael Myers. First up is kill power. Jason Voorhees is known for large body counts in his movies. The dude is like a wood chipper on steroids, milling down trees, but turn those trees into bodies. Over the course of his blood-splattered reign, he has racked up a very impressive body count of 171 kills. Now, we don't count the space station that blew up in Jason X that had about 20,000 people on it. No, we're talking about direct kills from Jason. He is known for his machete, chopping down counselors like they owe him money. But Jason, well, is actually quite creative when it comes to killing people throughout the Friday the 13th franchise. Hell, that's why we all watch him, isn't it? Now, let's rip through just a few to get a taste of that creativity Jason brings. He is not afraid to drop the gloves and do a little fisticuffs. One punch, though, is all it takes. Sleeping bags are an essential part of his arsenal, usually involving a tree or roasting babes like they're marshmallows. Squishing heads. Freezing and smashing heads. Dude just loves to give head, apparently. Creating RV art with people's faces. Hell, he will even use your own bed as a weapon. Now that takes a creative mind. Mixing gore with creative kills is where Jason shines. It's what he's known for, and I'm sure that makes his mama very happy.
My special boy.
Woohoo! Jason coming out swinging hard in the first round. Let's see how the shape responds. Michael Myers, on the other hand, he's a bit of a different beast altogether. Michael Myers is all about that stylized gore, that psychological horror. He prefers stalking his victims, close-up knife kills, and barehanded neck snaps. He's a much more subtle killer than Jason, but it doesn't mean he doesn't have a creative side to him as well. Now, let's get a bit of a, what would you call it, an appetizer of what he does. You know, I still haven't seen anyone else use their thumb to kill someone. Boiling Nurse Jenny in a scalding hot hydrotherapy bath. She probably had a long day, so he was probably just trying to help her out. Pinning bodies to doors with his butcher knife. Sometimes even using a shotgun. Stomping heads and making human jack-o'-lanterns. Injecting an air bubble into Nurse Janice Marshall's temple. Killing his own niece with a corn thresher. Damn, now that's pretty metal. You know, even taking out a whole fire squad using their very own tools. You know, he's slow, subtle surprise kills is where Michael Myers shows his strength, though he tends not to show up with gore like Jason does. Now, when it comes to kill power, it's a tie. Jason 10 out of 10 and Michael a 10 out of 10. Their kill power and creativity is just on a whole other level compared to other killers. Round 2 is all about damage tanking and regeneration. Jason Voorhees, this brute has seen his fair share of shit kicking over time. His supernatural ability playing a big part in his ability to actually take the hit and keep moving forward. You think you've heard him? You think you've killed him? That's cute. He doesn't know the meaning. Jason has been shot, stabbed multiple times. So many times I've lost count. Drowned and chained to the bottom of a lake. Been blown to itty bitty pieces by a rocket launcher. And you think that kept him down? Hell no. He always manages to get resurrected in some form, in some fashion. Lightning, getting people to eat his heart and possessing people, nanobots turning him into Uber Jason after he's been blown apart by shotguns. Hell, haha, he's even been to hell and back. Call it luck, but Jason doesn't know how to die. He's like a terrible case of hemorrhoids. Just when you think the inflammation has gone down, it's soothed, then BAM! They come back even more aggressive and bloodier. Ew. Michael, on the other hand, is no slouch when it comes to facing other people's brutality. He is a mere mortal, maybe with a dash of supernatural pinched in there somewhere. Depends who you ask. But a mere mortal nonetheless, which makes it even more impressive that he has been able to tank so much and keep moving. Michael has been shot and stabbed as well, lit on fire and burned to a crisp. I swear someone is always trying to torch his ass. Kung Fu and electrocuted by Busta Rhymes. Run over, hanged, even injected with a corrosive material and beaten with a pipe. That's a pretty creative way to try and kill him. Just when you think you've killed him, he plays possum to give you false hope, then vanishes into the shadows until the next time he decides to strike. Both contestants have seen their fair share of death and regeneration, but when it comes to survivability, Jason is able to take that much more. The fact that he was blown up to pieces, mind you, and came back is just, it's just absolutely insane. So with a score of 10 out of 10, 8 out of 10, Jason takes round 2. Jason Voorhees' fear factor lies in a potent combination of psychological horror, physical dominance, and supernatural resilience. He's not just a slasher villain, he's the embodiment of an unstoppable doom. He is stripped down to a terrifying essence. He kills and cannot be stopped. This simplicity is what makes him frightening. He doesn't operate like a human. He's a silent, hulking mass that looms in the dark, making him more like a myth than a man. Adding to this is his iconic mask. It's one of horror's most recognizable symbols, making him feel more like an executioner than a man. Devoid of empathy or remorse, an unrelenting force of vengeance, pain, and death. You best pray he doesn't have eyes for you. Michael Myers' fear factor comes from his relentless, emotionless nature. He's often referred to as, 1, the boogeyman, or just the shape. A symbol of unstoppable evil, his blank, emotionless mask hides any trace of humanity, turning him into a cold, faceless predator. There is something unsettling about how he just stands still, watching his victims from the shadows, and he kills without a passion, hesitation, and without clear motive. It's the simple urge to destroy that fuels him. His terror is rooted in his unpredictability and his silent connection to the people he stalks. Ultimately, Michael Myers' fear factor is born from the idea that evil can be both familiar and unknowable. He isn't a monster from another world. He's the boy next door turned cold killer. He could even possibly be your neighbor. Both really come out swinging in this round, both striking fear into their victims in different ways. With a score of 10 out of 10 and 9 out of 10, Michael wins this round. But with 2 rounds to 1, brutality conquers terror. Jason Voorhees claims victory, becoming the Vault champion, nay, the very first Vault champion. So what do you freaks think? Did Michael get robbed? Should Jason rule the Vault? Drop your vote below before the Vault seals shut. Which two horror icons should go head to head next? Definitely let me know. And of course, be sure to stab that like button and subscribe to Metal's Horror House Vault, where nightmares battle for blood, and amongst other things. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.